Hi, good evening, everybody. This is Lauren with the National Weather Service, New Orleans, Baton Rouge. We're just going to go through a quick video here about upcoming forecasts and, some other things we want to talk about. Well, as you guys probably know, there is not a lot to talk about in the forecast. I just pulled up this 7-day graphic right here. It is for New Orleans, but it is applicable to most of southeast Louisiana and southern Mississippi. We're going to see highs in the lower 80s, lows in the mid 60s. And then we do have a chance of rain Tuesday into Wednesday. Now, unfortunately, every model run is looking a little bit drier, and it does look like it's just going to be kind of some scattered showers and thunderstorms, so the whole area won't see rain during that time frame, but we could see a little bit of relief from the lack of rain we've had over the last few days, and we're going to talk about that here in a little bit. So just a real nice week to get out, and we'll see how the rain manifests itself Wednesday into Thursday. So before we go into talking about the precipitation, let's talk about the tropics really quickly. We do have Julia down here, and Julia is expected to stay on the west coast of Mexico and dissipate pretty quickly over the next couple days. And as you can see here on the 5-day tropical outlook, there are no other areas that we are watching for the next 5 days. So good news, we do have a break in the tropical weather, so back to your regularly scheduled 80s high temperatures. So let's talk a little bit about the lack of precipitation that we've seen. The first thing I want to show you is the Drought Monitor that was released last week. You can see that we are starting to come into this yellow area here, which is abnormally dry, and there's actually some parts down here in southern Louisiana that are in moderate drought. So we are going to have to watch that over the next couple weeks if we don't see any measurable precipitation. So let's talk a little bit about how to see what kind of rainfall we've had over some of these areas. If you guys are not familiar with our website, hopefully you are going to be after this. You can go to weather.gov and you can click on the map. You can do weather.gov/New Orleans or /LIX. You can see that up here in the corner. Now, if you go right here and you click on climate and past weather, you're going to get a lot of information here once you go to your local office. You can click any of the Weather Service offices if you'd like to look at any other climate information. But let's go to New Orleans. And then here on the left-hand side, you're going to be able to get different areas. Our official climate sites are Baton Rouge, New Orleans, and as of 9 days ago, we have added Gulfport and we have added Macomb. So you can start to look at some daily data for that, monthly data, and normals. Let's just do Baton Rouge today. So first you can see this daily almanacs. You can see what it was at different days. You can see the monthly data, you can see normals, anything like that. So I already pulled up here, just for time's sake, I pulled up the monthly data for September, since we're only a few days into October. And as you can see, Baton Rouge only got 0.86 inches of rain, and their normal is 4.42. And the last time we had measurable rain was back here on September 9th, so exactly a month ago outside of this trace, and that's not considered measurable. So we're in that drought. So something else I want to show you guys here, this is an internal system that we have. You can actually see how long it's been since we've had no rain. So this is number of consecutive days where we've had precipitation equaling 0. So this is for Baton Rouge. So we come down here and we can see here that we are at 29 days as of yesterday. So obviously we're going to be 30 days as of today, which is going to put us tied for 9th. That means we are, if you can see right here, the longest times we've had no rain here at Baton Rouge, the longest is 48 days, and we're going to be coming up on 30 days. So depending on what happens this week, we could continue to climb. So right now we're in the top 10 with Baton Rouge of basically longest dry streaks since records started here at Baton Rouge. So sorry about that little interruption, but we'll be fine. So just something interesting that you guys can look at. And again, you can go back to this climate page. You can see all kinds of information. So that's all I had. And if you guys have any questions, let us know.